All right, so you're balling on a budget, but you still want to act bougie. You're going to want to check out this video because if you came across this video, there's a good chance you're researching Dallas apartments. Maybe you don't even live in Texas. Maybe you live in the city and you're looking for a change of scenery because this is an older property in the heart of downtown Dallas, but recently got a facelift. And we're going to be checking out all the brand new finish outs, the amenities, the golf simulator, the saunas, the floor plans, the pricing, the incentives, guest parking, resident parking, you name it. And if it's your first time swinging by the channel, welcome. My name's Lucas. I'm a realtor here in Dallas, and every single day I've got people blowing me up like you and 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 you, buying condos and renting apartments all over the city. So if you ever have any questions about anything that I cover, feel free to drop me a line. All my information is below in the description, and I'd be more than happy to help answer any questions that you might have. So without any further ado, let's go check out Remi Downtown. So welcome to Remi Downtown, and this actually used to be called the Mayflower up until recently, and it's kind of tucked away here in the concrete jungle. I've driven by it over 100 times and never thought anything of it until I saw it on social media recently. And this building was built in 2016 as it was initially a commercial building up until COVID, when it got repurposed into residential apartments, as there are just 215 units resting on 9 floors, and only floors 4 through 9 have apartments, meaning there are roughly 40 units per floor, so very long hallways. And of these 215 units, about 60% of them are 1 bedrooms and the rest are 2 bedrooms, so no studios. They've also got some pretty awesome amenities ranging from saunas, a golf simulator, a gym, a swimming pool up top, along with very affordable units woven in between, and we are going to cover all of it. And as we are walking to the lobby, you'll notice this dark finish down this very long hallway that has white grains, of which is part of the remodel that you will also see in some of the units. It's very slick, it's very sleek, and unlike anything I've seen in this price point, some of the unit finish outs will be black like this, and others will be white, of which you'll see both of them when we get into the floor plans. And at the time of this recording, there are still portions of the building that have not been remodeled yet, and I will make sure to point those out. So let's cover parking first, because it's a little different here, as this is the entrance for resident parking right off of Federal Street, and then the entrance for guest parking is right next to it, of which does not have a gate, and you will have multiple levels of guest parking down here, as it is all underground, and you pay by the hour, of which is basically public parking as well. And I know we always get bent out of shape when our guests have to pay, which is a caveat for the majority of downtown apartment buildings, but the good thing about this one is that after you type in your credit card info once, you won't have to type it back in if you come back again, because the garage will automatically charge you for the time spent on the way out. And unless you want to pay for the entire day, it's $6 an hour, and you also have your own bay of elevators here that will take you straight to the Remi lobby. And then resident parking is pretty simple right through the gate here, of which is locked at all times, because as a resident you will fob your way in, and it is above ground, consisting of 3 levels, which will soon be equipped with EV chargers. And it was actually pretty well lit as I was walking around. I think the majority of parking garages in downtown are kind of dark, kind of spooky, but here at Remi you've got cameras everywhere and a bunch of lights to record stuff if something were to happen. And just like guest parking, there are also elevators here, of which will take you directly to the lobby, which will lead you to another bay of elevators that will take you to your unit. And like I said in the beginning, these hallways are pretty long, so be prepared to get some steps in, especially if you get a unit further down the hall, which leads us to the first floor plan of the day, the A2A, which has been remodeled, and this is the lighter finish. You will see the darker finish in the penthouse, which is the last floor plan I'm going to show you. But for this one, being over 825 square feet, it's actually pretty open and does not have floor-to-ceiling windows, because remember, this was initially a commercial building and the windows also do not open. But they do kind of wrap around the bedroom, which lends a decent amount of natural light. And one other major caveat is that there is no carpet in these units anywhere, so I loved to see that. And when seeing the finish out for the kitchen island, bathroom, shower, etc., I almost felt like I was in a custom home. I do a little bit of residential on the side, and this didn't feel like the typical apartment finish out that you're gonna see in some of the remodeled buildings. So they're not really cutting corners here in my opinion, especially with the promo that they are currently running that shaves off roughly $500 a month from the price you saw on the screen. So all in all, I'm not the biggest fan of living downtown. I'm kind of past that stage of life, but if I was, then Remi would definitely be on my radar. I almost cut this floor plan from the video because it's not remodeled, but it will be remodeled soon unless someone leases it the way that it is. And obviously it's not as sexy as the one that we just saw, but I thought it was still pretty clean, just over 1,200 square foot. You get the pantry, which I thought was ideal, especially if you spend a lot of time in the kitchen, and tons of windows in the living room. And there's enough here to kind of make it your own. I wasn't the biggest fan of the tile in the shower, but aside from that, not a bad looking unit when you consider all the factors, because if you care more about space versus the most modern finish out, this one is going to be more friendly for your wallet. Then saving my favorite for last, and I like this darker finish, of which you'll see here in a sec, a little bit better than the lighter finish that we saw in the first floor plan. I just like darker finishes. It goes better with my furniture and my overall vibe. There is only one other building in Dallas that has a similar darker finish like this one with the white grains, and it's in a completely different neighborhood. And my favorite things about this unit are the floor to ceiling windows. It almost feels like you're in a high rise, and then obviously the massive terrace that they turfed for you. You'll see me walk out there towards the end of the chapter. I wouldn't be surprised if you could host 30 to 40 people here. Not a bad price, especially after you consider the promo they're running. Alright, so quick disclaimer, if you're getting any value whatsoever from this video, then you got to do this thing, just like all of these people are doing. And they're doing it for two reasons. The first reason, most importantly, is that they want the tea. They want the dirt on any building that they're researching. As I tour anywhere from 20 to 50 tours every single week, living, eating, and breathing Dallas high-rises, apartment buildings, and over time, I kind of get an inside look of some of the things that the building wants you to notice and other things that buildings do not want you to notice. And that is the reason why people call me, so that they can have peace of mind on this decision that they're going to have to live with for the next 12 months. And the second reason people are reaching out is that I have relationships with all of the leasing offices in the Dallas area, and depending on your timeline, floor plan, and budget, I could help you capture additional incentives and move-in bonuses, of which can help make your living situation just a little more affordable, because the buildings actually incentivize me to help bring residents through the door. So it's not like you'd be cutting me a check for my services.
that's being taken care of by the building. So it's absolutely no sweat off your back to go ahead and reach out. And if you do decide to reach out, I promise that I will do absolutely the best that I can for you.
And moving over to the amenities, this leasing office is a little different because typically there isn't much to show in leasing offices, but this one is connected to a lounge area as well as 3 private offices / study spaces. So if you want to work from home, this is going to be your ticket. Next up is the golf simulator and game room. Roughly 10% of the buildings in Dallas have one of these, so I thought that was pretty cool, as well as having a pool table, hosting space, and a dartboard. And then the gym, which believe it or not is still being worked on, is also on the ground level. All of the cardio equipment is on one side with the weights and machines on the other. And my favorite part about the gym is that you've got a rack of pre-loaded barbells, which you don't see often in apartment buildings. It's just a huge liability. And I think the dumbbells went up to about 50. So not too high on the dumbbells right now. Maybe they'll change that. But all in all, not bad and plenty of space. I hate it when apartment gyms ram 10 pounds of stuff in a 5-pound bag. So definitely dig in the extra elbow room here at the gym in Remi. And then moving over to the pool, as you saw in the drone footage at the intro, the pool is up top, so it's gonna get a ton of natural light. The views are pretty sweet as we're in the center of the city. It almost feels like you're kissing the skyline. And then I also saw a couple gas grills along with a pergola in case you wanted to hang out.
That is going to wrap us up at Remi Downtown. And after watching this video, you're probably thinking one of two things. The first thing could be, okay, love the building. I love the finish out. I could use that sauna. I could see myself in the golf simulator. This building is actually pretty affordable, and I think I'm ready to apply. And if that's the case, shoot me a text so that way we can secure the best promo and I can get you in touch with the right people here at the property. The second thing you might be thinking is, okay, I like the finish out. I don't really care for the amenities. I also don't want to live downtown. Like, what are my other affordable options maybe in Uptown, Victory Park, Oaklawn, Turtle Creek? If you're still doing research on Dallas apartment buildings, you're going to want to check out this playlist because I have done a vlog just like this one over some of the most popular Dallas apartment buildings, of which will be helpful if you're doing some more research. So with that, y'all stay safe, y'all stay out of trouble, and we'll catch you in the next video. Y'all be good.